Before we start the video, I know I'm gonna see some stupid comments on how BLR is their beautiful precious game, and I can't talk down on it because of some dumb reason, I don't know. But I want to clarify that this is all my opinion, even though it's kind of obvious that this is happening. But anyways, Blue Lock Arrivals. Now, I genuinely enjoyed this game for a certain amount of time. Before Crollo left as owner, let me emphasize that. Before Crollo left as owner, most of this video is going to be explaining how Blue Lock Arrivals is running out of ideas and how it's killing its own game. Now let me explain. Ever since Crollo left, which was after Kaiser was introduced, the game was left in a stale state and in a place where there wasn't much to do in the game. But since it was the only other popular Blue Lock game, yes, I know Locked exists, but it isn't as brain dead for people enough to want to play it all the time. That's just how Robloxians are. Blue Lock Arrivals is meant to satisfy the Cocomelon watchers with all that saturation they have in the game. It's never a dull moment to gouge my eyes out, especially since my saturation is already pretty high on my monitor. But either way, it was the only other Blue Lock game up there for most people. That was until Zerlash came out. Zerlash introduced to us much more promising things like better animation, in my opinion, better dribbling, better movement, genuinely just better than Blue Lock Rivals in every way. There's even no microtransactions shoved in your face every 5 seconds you turn. It's pretty much the Blue Lock game we've been running for so long. And now there's these other Blue Lock games coming up, which I might make a separate video on it, but it just took over the spotlight. Ever since I came back to Blue Lock Rivals to check out how it's doing, I always see bad comments about how Crollo was doing better on the game and stuff like that, which I'd have to agree it's true. The quality of the game just declined so much after he dipped. I've never seen a game take a leap of faith in quality so much like Blue Lock Rivals. Ever since that Baru Awakening happened, it's like the game has been a fever dream. Literally the only people I see on this game anymore are like 10-year-old kids watching Blue Lock for the first time, so they can't wait to come home and play BLR, just to come and go against people like me. As you see in the gameplay behind, these kids were genuinely like so sad in terms of skill. I know I sound like I smell like shit, but I might. It's not just the quality too, it's the styles they've been starting to add. I swear to God, it's like I'm playing Valorant. Whenever I see the new style, it's like the same shit, just different names and one new ability or something. Like all the NEL styles were super unnecessary. I'd rather you rework those characters like Isagi, Rin, and Bachira to fit the newest version of them rather than you making more styles just to get people to buy spins for something new and spend money on the game for some copy and paste shit. Like Valorant does the same shit in terms of making the same skins or ripping off their other games like that League of Legends, making 2.0 bundles. And it's the same thing! Stop making it a money grab and making new styles for people to buy more spins and just waste the money. Such a great way to modernize gambling, guys, am I right? The children are sure gonna eat this up. I can imagine the kids that used to steal their mom's credit cards for Fortnite skins to do the same thing for Blue Lock Rivals. If you also notice in some of the awakenings, cough cough, Rin, cough cough, the animations are just so bad. Like the 3D models are just worse than what they were. The main reason this gets me upset and disappointed is because at one point I enjoyed the game and now it's just so unrecognizable in terms of how it was. Apparently these Blade Ball developers bought BLR and is why Crollo left, which is kind of insane because of how much of a plague Blade Ball developers are. Literally every game Blade Ball devs touch, it's like spreading a game-killing virus. For example, BLR, obviously, but also Fish. When it was popular, it was at its peak until Blade Ball developers took over. Even Grow a Garden. What the fuck? There's a website here for all the games they've plagued and it's just genuinely like, bro, you cannot be this much desperate for a money grab. Either way, point is, when a game like Blue Lock Rivals has this much of an uprising, is doing a good job, doesn't really look bad as people would exaggerate, and overall is a fun experience than just flatlines in every department, quality wise, fun wise, skill ceiling drops with these shitty ass copy and paste Control C Control V styles when they get released. And it's like they say they nerf some of these characters, when in reality, they just stopped allowing them to score from midfield with one singular move. It's getting damn near predatory with all the ways these developers just throw microtransactions at these kids' faces, especially since they're the main target for Robux being spent on their game. I enjoyed how Blue Lock Rivals was before Crollo left, and now I'm just saddened by how it became after his leave. New owner isn't too much at fault here, which Crollo allowed these plagues to take over, which is understandable because he has new games to worry about. But even then, gang, you gotta stop normalizing gambling for these kids. They're gonna read their drunk dad's attack patterns just to come home to your game to escape, just to be reminded by him because of the shitty gambling mechanic. It's shitty and borderline gambling. It's gonna give them severe PTSD. I understand Blue Lock only has so much for content, which in that case, like I said earlier, just rework characters to fit their newer state instead of spamming new styles. At the end of the day, I hope this game either dies if it doesn't want to recover or just makes a comeback completely, because it wasn't all too bad of a game. But now it's just a nuisance to the platform, along with a lot more other games. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe and do all that stuff. If you guys want to see more, just let me know down in the comments. Like I said, if you guys comment, I'll be making more of these videos. I just need to find new topics because I'm just so idiotic. But yeah, anyways, Love you guys. Peace.